Welcome to the Radiant Woman Unstoppable You interview series. And over the coming weeks, we're going to be featuring women that are really out there with these soul-led missions to empower other women to live more radiant, happier, healthier, more abundant and more purpose-aligned lives. And that's what I'm really all about, holistic health and wellness. So helping, busy women to really create this radiant physical, emotional, spiritual, and mental health, and transform their mindset and experience clarity and confidence in their purpose. So in my fourth interview of this series, I'm joined by a very special guest, Terri Bowen. Terri, welcome.
Hello.
Terri is there, as you can see, in her gym. Terri has a gym there down in Wollongong on the south coast, New South Wales. Terri is a PT, Zumba teacher, and from what I can see with what you guys offer there, there's pretty much something for everything. I saw Zumba, is it the, what do they call it, high intensity interval training, and weights and stretching and boxing and dance fitness and
everything. Yeah. We have a good go at everything.
Oh, I love it. I love it. And, I love the fact that, and I know we touched on it when we were just talking earlier, but, really I can see it's all about fitness, obviously being a gym, but it's about family and fun, and friendship as well.
It is. Absolutely. Yes.
Which is beautiful to have that environment that you've created that you can be part of. And it must feel really good to have been, to be part of that.
Well, it is. It's the wonderful thing about it is it's a gym that people can feel comfortable in. So they don't have to get fit or look a certain way to come into the gym. So it's just really inclusive and comfortable.
And I love that, because I've been to gyms in the past where you almost feel like it's like a fashion show, you know what I mean?
Yes,
you see women there and they look amazing and they're made up, and then you see the guys that are all, and it can be intimidating, and that's what I think can turn women off. So I love that you've got that environment there where it's not, there's no competition. It's just really, to have that fun and get fit along the way.
Yeah, except there's one boy there. That was my son.
And that's what, as we said, that's family. It's, it's great that you've got family working there as well and a key part of it. So I think that's really important. So just for our viewers, I appreciate, obviously we're all really busy. So I'm going to try and keep these interviews tight, as I always say. So 15, 20 minutes tops. So
excellent.
I encourage you, grab a tea, a coffee, a notepad, a pen. For those that are watching, pop your phone on silent, minimize all browsers, just so you can be really present and just, receive the information that we are discussing here today. So, Terri, I do love what you're doing in the world. As I said, it's great that I can, keep abreast of everything that you're doing through Facebook and, various social media platforms like that. So I guess that brings me to my first question. Tell me a little bit about what you feel your soul-led mission is when it comes to empowering other women, because I know that, as we said, most of your clientele is women.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about what you feel that is.
Well, we really like the fact that people can come in here and feel comfortable. Like we've had women think, they have to get fit before they go to the gym, but everyone's so welcoming. And we've had even like 5:30 a.m. in the morning, we've got the women in there that just embrace new people that come in and make them feel welcome. So sometimes I don't even have to do anything. Just go, okay, there's your workout. Here we go. And then they embrace. And that's just the environment that's been sort of evolved. It's just awesome. And the friendships that have developed with it as well, because we have such a varied age of client base. So we've got women that are right into their 80s and young mums. So it's, and everyone just is so lovely and warm to everybody. It's really...
And that's beautiful, being able to have that kind of community and that connection, because, a lot of women can feel quite isolated, and whether, as you said, young mums can feel isolated because they're at home with the kids, or, and then, of course, older people, because I know Richard, my partner's got a couple of cafes, and same thing, there's women that come in that I see in their 70s, 80s, 90s, and I always have a little chat with them because I think, well, that might be the only chat they have that day, or, it's that cafe is their connection and community as well. So, but I love that you're doing it and you're combining it with fitness to help them also, be able to be healthier as they get older as well, because that's an important factor, as we know.
And even for, even for their mental health. And you're right.
Exactly. And I mean, it's one of those things because, as we said, people often think, oh, it's about weight. And it's like, that's actually a really small part of it. I mean, it's really about the stress relief. So, yes, the mental health, because I mean, there's so many studies that show that it helps with serotonin production and, feel good endorphins and things like that. But also, it's the helping with muscular health and helping with the health of the bones and the cardiovascular system and the blood sugar regulation. So, I can go on and on.
Yes,
it is. Yeah.
absolutely.
So
yeah, totally.
do that. So tell me about, how did you come across this? Like, why the gym? Like, why fitness? Why this?
Well, I was a single mum, and sort of started doing karate because of the kids trying to get them into their sporting activities, which then took me into wanting to do boxing classes. Then I thought, well, it'd be really nice to start like a boxing gym. That's where that kind of started. And I started doing that with my husband, well, my now husband, Tom. And then it evolved into, people would come in and say, oh, have you tried this and have you tried that? So then that's when he would come in. And I was quite reluctant to do Zumba because I'm not very coordinated. I'm probably the most uncoordinated Zumba instructor you've ever come across, but that actually adds too, because I make mistakes, they realise that's, and they laugh at me, but they enjoy it for that reason. So, and then it just evolved. And while we've been here, we've had Circus Wow move in with us. So that's Women of Wollongong.
Oh, cool.
So I don't know if you can see, there's aerials hanging from our ceiling.
Oh,
so
wow.
we have those awesome women here, and we have karate here now, and we have Disability Trust. So they're Fitness for All. They've all joined in with us. So it's wonderful. It's a bigger community than just our gym. It's excellent. So cool.
Oh, isn't that beautiful? Yeah. So, no, I love that. And as you said, it's, all inclusive, like, all different, groups of people in terms of, as you said, there might be women there with disabilities or young mums or older people. And it's just beautiful that you've got that, community feel. So
wonderful.
So why is it, why is this important to you? Like the fitness and the creating the environment, the community, like, why is all that really important to you?
I think when we started off, we didn't realise how far or what would come of it, but seeing people grow and seeing just even we have ladies that are in their 70s that were actually doing boxing classes, and to hear that their bone density was improving. And we even have folks in here with Parkinson's and MS, and just to hear how it had helped them out. Those are the sorts of things that you kind of realise as you're going along.
Yes.
You are helping people genuinely. And then when they have that time out, and then they come back to it, they realise how important it was. So, as you're going along, you don't realise how much it is benefiting you until you actually can't do it.
Exactly. And I was going to say, and so this year obviously has had challenges, as we know, with COVID and lockdowns and restrictions. So how have you been able to navigate through all of that and come out the other side and still have a gym and still have clientele?
We've been really lucky because our landlady has been incredibly kind and helped us out. Government, of course, has helped us out. But we took to Zoom, and the older population did all they could to actually master it. Like, it was really funny. We would be trying to run a class, and one of my beautiful 77-year-olds would drag her husband in and say, you need to fix this. I need to be on Zoom now. So it kept us going, and it kept me going too, knowing I had to be part. And it was really important for my mental health also. So
well, that's true as well, isn't it? Yeah, because I know it's been tough. I know I've sort of seen that with different gyms around New South Wales and Victoria that have had to close and things like that. So, and it's a shame because, as we said, it's not just any kind of gym does, particularly your gym, but it is that community. So without having that hub where people can come each day or every other day or once a week even, that takes away a lot of their their community.
Certainly does. It does.
So, and what have you found in terms of, I mean, you touched on, with some of the patrons and stuff that have been coming in, they've able to help with their bone mineral density and mental health and, things like that. How have you found that fitness has, improved, I guess, your overall health and wellness?
Well, it's interesting because I've just gone 50 this year, so I'm starting to go through the change. So being very mindful, I'm more aware now that I have to be really more wise about what I eat. because I have to fuel better, because otherwise I fatigue more, and my muscles and my joints start to seem to hurt more if I don't eat correctly and drink the right things and hydrate properly. And I have to keep moving. And in that 3 month I was doing things on Zoom, but it wasn't enough. So you realise when you come back that it's so important to keep moving at any age.
It is definitely, and especially, I mean, I know we said it's not the primary thing, but I mean, the weight piece is big too, because I mean, in the sense that if 68% or something of Australians are overweight or obese, and I think they said, a great majority are also sedentary or very low levels of activity. And that's really concerning, and as we said, yes, the weight piece, but it's the heart piece and the blood sugar and everything like that. As we said, people don't realize just that movement, and even just being able to have healthy bowels, things like that. Like, it helps with peristalsis, it helps with motility. It's so we can't discount just how important it really is. So also, of course, I'm going to have to ask you this question. I'm sure women want to know this. What are your go-to exercises, first of all for toned abs, and then secondly for a firm butt?
It's really tricky, because toned abs and a firm butt are something interesting that you sort of see on Instagram, isn't it? So you can kind of work on shaping them a little bit better, but usually, like it's 80% food, 20% exercise. So if you get your food correct, then the rest sort of seem to fall into place. But I always think, movement, all movement helps. Like specifically trying to do a lot of ab work, sit-ups and ab crunches, may help to strengthen, but basically overall you just need to get that body physically moving.
Well, that's and that's why I guess it's good that you've got the variety there as well, because I mean, there is people that the thought of, I don't know, going and doing weights and stuff, they're like, oh, I don't know, but then Zumba, it's like, oh, that seems like fun. It's a bit like going to a dance party, and
absolutely.
And then of course Pilates and yoga and things like that. I mean, do you do yoga or more just Pilates?
We don't do yoga, but we do have Pilates here. We have a beautiful lady, Sarah, that does the Pilates class here. We encourage weights as well. Like we do encourage our folks to do weights, and we will. And one of the most important things that I did think about to sort of mention was, whatever muscle group you do work, always work the opposite muscle group. So if you do work your core, always work your back. So it's really important to be mindful that you balance your exercises, and be wise to do your dynamic stretches before you start, and always stretch when you're finished. One of the things that I'm a bit of a villain for is not stretching enough, because I'm always in a hurry, but it's very important to actually do those sorts of things.
Oh, 100%. And I'm guilty of that every now and then. I'm like, I just feel like doing, squats, and I'll just go in the bush with the dogs, because I walk them a couple of times a day. And, I start doing all these squats, the walking squat sort of thing. And then the next day I'm like, oh, I can feel that. I really should have stretched a little bit. That was a great idea at the time.
Yes.
Now I'm suffering. Yeah. So,
yes.
And what are your thoughts on, like, I know we haven't really, looked too much at this, but, like protein powders and protein, all these concentrated protein products that are out there. What are your thoughts on all of that?
I'm a bit funny about that sort of stuff. I think if you can fuel yourself correctly from actual food,
yes,
can't go wrong. I guess there's a place for protein powders, but I've never been a huge fan of them myself. No. But I think, try and source all your natural vitamins from your foods.
Yes, I agree.
I personally feel that.
Yeah, no, I think you're right, and I agree. And I mean, occasionally you're right, there is times and instances where, it is required. Like I had a vegetarian not long ago, and she just wasn't getting enough protein, and her blood glucose was getting higher. And, and so we discussed, maybe just adding some in intermittently, like a vegetarian one, it was excellent. A heavy one. And it actually really worked for her. So it's really helped her in terms of feeling more satiated, and it's helped her with muscle tone, and, and it's helping with her blood sugar. So, but you're right. I mean, it's not something I'd say do it every single day. And, because there's all these people that are like guzzling their protein shakes while they're working out. And then within half an hour of, working out, and you just think, okay, protein overload. And I mean, our poor kidneys can't cope with that much protein to begin with.
Yes.
And then, of course, we do the ketogenic diets and all these various trends out there. That's all fun games. But I just wanted to ask you, so because I've been asking, the women in this series, like, is there a few different cases or women that really stand out to you where you can sort of say, yeah, like, this is why I do what I do. Like, I'm so proud that I've been part of that.
Yeah. No, I've got some gorgeous ladies that are in wheelchairs that their fitness levels have improved, their mental health levels have improved, and they're just so gung ho. They're really desperately keen to get their fitness up, and they're so motivating, and they're amazing. And we've had some just recently a beautiful lady that sort of trained up to get into the fireys. So women that wanted to get into the Defence Force. So we've been able to help them along their way. So it's been very exciting to see little milestones reached for these folks. So it's nice. It's really, really special.
Yeah, and it's beautiful that you've been able to facilitate that, because of you and because of the gym, and it's
we're a bit quirky and different here. So if someone, for example, this lovely young lady Maddie, who was doing her to get into the fire brigades, there were certain tasks she had to do. So we actually created things out of things we had lying around, so she could actually recreate the exercises that she had to do in her test.
Oh, cool.
Like drag a body. So we actually get stuff out in the car park and drag it up and down the car park, just things that we tie onto, So
to kind of simulate that, same kind of.
It's hilarious,
Oh, that's amazing. And I love also, as I said, when I see, when we spoke of earlier about the family and the fun and things like that, and I love how I see pictures of you guys, all dressed up for Zumba, or you're all dressed up for various things. I love that. And then, you've got the kids there and the grandkids, and, it's beautiful. And of course, Tom, your husband. So,
yes. No, it's amazing. Every Friday we have dress up. Every Friday. Yeah.
I know. It's good, isn't it? I mean, it just makes it fun. And then, people love it. And they can just dress up and
yes.
Great. So anything else that you feel's on your heart that you'd like to share, when it comes to, any of this, like family, fitness, fun, community?
Just get out there and find that thing that really makes you happy, and move that body. Just keep moving. It's so important to move.
It is definitely, Excellent. All right. Well, thank you so much, Terri. It's been lovely to catch up, and it's been lovely to, hear that you've just created this beautiful little environment there, and you've got so many women there that are, relying on it really. It's I'm sure, to really get out there and to be part of that, and to also get, fit and healthy along the way. So, excellent. So if you want, you can always send me some details, and I can put the gym there and people can contact you, because you do personal training as well, don't you?
Yes. Yes, we do. Yeah.
And thank you. Now that you've incorporated Zoom into your repertoire and you're utilizing that, I'm sure, which is good, isn't it? Just opens you up to the whole world as well.
Oh, it does. Yeah, I've got a lady in Adelaide who joins us for Zoom.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, 4 times a week. So that's really cool. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, that's what it's all about, isn't it? I know, and same with us. We're in different states, and here we are.
I know.
Italy, which is good, but excellent. All right. Well, thank you so much, Terri, and
thanks
for doing all the great work that you're doing. And I look forward to catching up with you soon.
Yeah, me too. Thank you.
Lots of love. Yeah, it's lovely. Okay. Bye. Thank you.
Bye.